by the act and run it back. You see how I act, but then I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Blues, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Blues and the Black Knights. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Blues of Brooklyn and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, their long winning streak finally came to an end last. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off play action. Alexander. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now you look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Blues take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now the extra point. There, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Alexander. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. approaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Alexander working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to lose yardage here. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On first down, Alexander. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, Alexander. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Off play action. Alexander.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights have cut it back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Alexander. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The gun now on 3rd down.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Alexander. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Alexander. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Off the bootleg. Alexander under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the ball. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Alexander. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Alexander throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get things started in the NFC North. Minnesota on the road traveling to Lambeau. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Packers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Condors trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. And
they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Moss will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Moss once more. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Blues have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Alexander. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A nice little juke. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the second down and 4.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Blues answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. London about set to take over on offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Alexander. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Alexander. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. But I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
London about set to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Alexander.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Alexander. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they bring out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 3rd down, here's a run by Moss. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now Las Vegas down by 7, 1:44 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Brooklyn, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for London, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.